The month of January in 2023 is behind us, and looking at the real estate market here in Lancaster County, things have changed a decent amount. So if you're thinking about buying a home or you own a home, this is a great video for you to watch. So let's get started. Hello, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Matt Moore with the Moore Group, a real estate team based right here in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. We're helping people all the time who are moving to or relocating within right here in Lancaster County. And if that's you, we'd love to have a conversation with you. I'll put more of our information at the end of this video, but for now, I'll splash our contact info real quick. As you can see, call, text, email, doesn't matter. Smoke signal, carrier pigeon, as I always say if you've been watching these videos. We love to have these conversations, and we love to get in contact with people who are thinking of doing something with real estate and learning more about the beautiful Lancaster County area. Now, in this video, we're going to be looking at the real estate market in January of 2023. Of course, recording this video, this is early February, so we're looking back always at data that has happened in the past. But what we have seen is that there have been some pretty marked shifts in some things as we've gone through the last couple of months towards the end of 2022 and now into the new year of 2023. So some interesting data. Hope you can stick along and stay along to find out what's really happening right here in Lancaster County. And there's no question that it's been in the headlines. I mean, every time you open a financial app of any kind or any sort of headlines of any kind, you're probably going to run across some real estate related headlines, and the fact that interest rates, they've gone up over the last 6 months, certainly so. And that has led to some home value declines in certain parts of the country. Just take a look at this graph here, this information from Fortune, and you can see some of the major metropolitan areas across from West Coast to East Coast, and really just see how the home values really went up into the COVID timeframe and then have started to really drop off in the last couple of months towards the end, towards the very far right. But notice these are Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco. These are West Coast cities, whereas the cities in the East Coast, we've seen a little bit more of a plateau, even more of like a slight increase. And in Lancaster, and again, we're not talking about a major US city here in the United States, but Lancaster certainly holding its own, a very popular spot. And even still, we're seeing that line continuing to go up here in the Lancaster area. So despite what you're reading in the headlines, don't let that scare you. As we always say, don't let the headlines put you on the sidelines, because here in Lancaster, things are still moving. It's still a seller's market. And I'm telling you what, the home values continue to rise. So the first thing I want to talk about here locally down into Lancaster County is the fact that the amount of homes that have sold, the inventory is extremely light, and it continues to get even lighter, it seems, certainly when we compare this past January to January of 2022. Looking at that data, there were a total of 357 homes that closed in January of 2022 here in Lancaster County. Fast forward to this past month, January of 2023, and that total volume of homes that closed decreased by nearly 100 homes down to 259 homes closing. So we were talking last January about how the inventory was so light and it was just so parched out there. It's gotten even lighter since then, in fact, cutting it in about 33% or about a third off of what was already considered light inventory. So basically how to interpret that data is that while interest rates have gone up and buyers have certainly pulled back to some degree, there's even less homes available for buyers to choose from. So really, we're not seeing that, at least a surge of inventory or enough inventory to really see much of an impact in terms of home values going down in Lancaster County, because while the buyers have pulled back to some degree, the amount of inventory has also pulled back to some degree. So really, we're kind of in the same boat we've been over the last several months and really going back over the last couple of years. Hey, real quickly, I want to invite you to subscribe to our channel. We're making a lot of content for not just Lancaster, but some of the surrounding communities as well, and we'd love for you to get a chance to see it. So all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and also hit the little bell for alerts anytime new videos are published. Thanks so much, and back to the video. Now, one thing we have seen change a little bit is that we've seen days on market increasing a little bit. So again, a couple of days, 6 days, 5-6 days is what we've been seeing all through the craziness of the real estate market from earlier in 2022. That's now up to about 8 days here in Lancaster County. So a slight adjustment, but still homes that are in good neighborhoods, that are great homes, that are decorated nicely and of course marketed well, are still going to fly off the shelf, multiple offers for over asking price. Lancaster continues to be a very desirable area. So we did see a lot of weakness in terms of what homes were listing for versus what they were selling for in Lancaster County compared to what we saw earlier in 2022, of course, everything being relative. But what we saw in the month of January is actually a step in the direction of at least homes getting a little bit, selling for more than what they're being listed for. For example, looking at the January numbers, $323,000 for the average list price. Homes are still going for over asking price on average when you look at all of the homes across Lancaster County, still surpassing by about $2,000 over asking price. Again, that's not a hard and fast number. We are seeing some situations where it's $50,000 to $60,000 over asking price, and some situations where it's $50,000 to $60,000 under that asking price. It's just that average you have to kind of work with, but we're still seeing that number higher than what the homes are being listed for. And with the days on market, the limited inventory, all of the evidence is pointing towards the fact that it is still a seller's market here in Lancaster County. If you're looking to come to Lancaster to get a deal on a home in terms of finding something that you can get for well under asking price, it's really just hard to find. You're not going to find a whole lot of that here in Lancaster County. So if that's what you're looking for, my suggestion would be probably to look somewhere else into some of these other markets which have seen a substantial dip. Now, if you're coming here to live, it just means that you need to understand the market a little bit better and fully understand what you might be up against if you are thinking about purchasing home. Of course, that's why it's always wise to get in contact with a real estate team who knows the market, who understands things. If that's us, we'd love to talk to you. If not, not a big deal. Just make sure the agent you're working with and the team that you're working with gets the real estate market here in Lancaster County, because I tell you what, if they don't know the real estate market, they're going to get left behind. So the takeaways from all of this is that we are starting to see the average days on market going up a little bit, but it is still a seller's market here in Lancaster County. That really hasn't changed a whole lot. Still seeing multiple offers on great homes in good neighborhoods. And again, we're still seeing that competition out there. So if you're a seller, it's a great time still to sell, as we always say. And if you're a home buyer, it's not a bad time to think about buying a home, because really there's less competition in the form of other buyers out there. Instead of 10, 15, 20 offers, maybe it's somewhere more like 5 to 10 offers on those good homes. Still thinking over asking price. So again, it's very wise, and it's a good idea to make sure you're getting in contact with a strong real estate team that understands how to write creative offers that get accepted. And that is one thing I'm proud of my team for, is getting that done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. My name again is Matt Moore with the Moore Group, a real estate team based right here in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. And once again, I invite you to reach out to us. If you're thinking about doing something real estate related, we'd love to have a conversation with you. Buying, selling, investing, it doesn't matter. We'd love to help. So again, our information on the screen. Call us, text us, email. Get a hold of us. We will get back to you, and we will certainly help you realize your real estate goals. And I also want to invite you to our website, themoregroup.lancaster.com. Some great resources for home buyers, for home sellers. Learn more about us there on the website itself. And if that's not enough, you want to do a little bit more digging on who we are and what we are all about, check out our reviews on Google, more than 50 5-star reviews and counting. And you can learn more about what other people's situations have been with the Moore Group to figure out if we're really the right fit for you or not. Again, we'd love to have that conversation, and hopefully we can do that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the little alarm bell to make sure you get alerted when new videos arrive. And of course, we're going to be doing these market updates every month, so make sure you're subscribed so you get those updates. So maybe it's not time now for you to do something real estate related. Maybe it's a little bit later. And when that time comes, at least you'll be prepared and very well educated on the market. Thanks again for watching. Until next month for the next market update video, hope you have a good one.